News tonight. Governor Ben Ayade relaxes curfew in Cross River State. Restriction of movement is now between the hours of 12 midnight and 6 a.m. Secretary to Government of the Federation inaugurates Governing Board of Ministries, urges public office holders to invite core value of equity. Plus, service commanders in Cross River State visit Ayade Industrial Park, promise to improve security surveillance around the area. Details shortly. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the news. I am Black Ethan. Following review of the security situation in Cross River State, the State Governor Ben Ayade has ordered an immediate relaxation of the 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew in the state. A release by the Special Advisor, Media and Publicity to the Cross River State Governor, Nta says, restriction of movement is now between the hours of 12 midnight and 6 a.m. with effect from today, Monday, 2nd of August 2021. Members of the public can therefore go about their normal and lawful businesses between 6 a.m. and 12 midnight. Sequel to the armed robbery attack at the Ayade Industrial Park, Calabar, service commanders have visited the location to improve on the security situation around the industrial park. Chairman of the team, Commissioner of Police Siki Rokonde, stressed that criminals will have no hiding place in the state as they will be fished out. Details of that report will be brought to you in a subsequent bulletin. Public office holders must remain worthy of trust to repose in them with a committed leadership skill that embodies the core values of equity, integrity, and good governance. This was the message of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, to newly appointed members of governing boards and chief executive officers of government agencies and parastatals during their inauguration.
Public service remains the major service provider in Nigeria and the operating arm with the responsibility of implementing government policies and programs. These heads of government establishments from 8 agencies, parastatals, and commissions are here following the divergent interpretations to the roles they are expected to play, which the Federal Ministry of Budgets and National Planning said is key to the nation's development plan.
Additionally, eye monitoring is to be introduced in government websites to enable Nigerians post pictures of projects status vis-a-vis the cash that we have released from the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Plan.
At the end of the current series of the induction programs, the Bureau of Public Service Reforms intends to develop policy briefs to advise government on the challenges hindering the seamless operations of the governing boards of some of our parastatals, agencies, and commissions, and profile possible solutions.
The government is able and willing at all times to sanction any erring chief executive that violates the provisions of the Establishment Act.
No sacred cow?
No sacred cow.
The Impact Assessment Program, which is 7th in the series, is organized by the Bureau of Public Service Reforms. Adebola, Brookslyn Sunday, NTA News.
In obedience to the Federal High Court Abuja order for the enforcement of their fundamental rights, the Department of State Services has produced 8 associates of the acclaimed Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Igboho. The applicants are among 12 individuals who filed a suit challenging the arrest and detention by the DSS at Sunday Igboho's residence in Ibadan. As counsel to the plaintiff prayed for leave or court to amend their names. Since counsel to the DSS did not oppose the motion, the court granted it and adjourned the matter to Wednesday. Following the nationwide World Congress of the All Progressives Congress, APC, the Cross River State Chapter World Congress has been adjudged peaceful and free as well. Chairman of the APC World Congress in the state, Alhaji Hassan, stated this after leading a 7-man delegation to oversee the conduct of the party congress in the state. Paul Edam reports.
The Congress is conducted in consensus is described as internal party arrangement in line with its constitution, which is the best approach to a hitch-free exercise. While monitoring the exercise in Calabar Municipal Local Government Area, the team leader describes the exercise as a model commending the governor, party acting chairman, and members for the show of maturity and unity.
Cross River used to be a chaos state as far as APC is concerned. But with the defection of the executive governor, we have come to now realize that there is cohesion within the party. The party is growing stronger. You can see, as we distributed the forms to go and do this thing, there was no dissenting voice all over. So the party will grow stronger than ever under this leadership. We have finished the World Executive for Ward 1. Calabar Municipal, Ward 1. So this is your executive.
Yes.
Do you attest to it?
Yes.
Do you attest to it? Yes. Executives of Ward 3 of Calabar Municipality. So do you attest to this list that yes, they are your leaders, your executive? Yes.
I'm always advocating peace. Peace, love, oneness. In fact, this whole exercise, we decided to go the way of consensus because we see it as a means of bringing all of us together.
Congresses, we have a lot of women. Like you have heard, we have done our consensus, and we have in the ward ESCO that is 27, in so many wards we have up to 10, 12 women. So I think that's a good number for us.
Some election observers who also came to monitor the exercise and some members of the party also expressed satisfaction over the peaceful conduct of the Congress.
Sent from INEC office to monitor this election. Actually, I've seen. So I've collected some of the materials, which I need more, which I'm sure they will give me.
Of course.
So I'm actually monitoring it. It's okay. Seeing you people, yes, peaceful. And I'm seeing everybody, happy. Yes.
Cross River State is already a model to other APC states by reason of the fact that before now, the governor had led us to a point where we had a consensus understanding in all the 196 wards. So what the panel has come to do is to affirm what we have already decided in all the 196 wards.
In the past few years, this will be the first time elections are conducted at the ward level in Cross River APC without issues. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress (NPC) leadership in Akwa State says the just concluded World Congress in the state was held peacefully and successfully in all the 329 ward centers known by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). A statement by the Akwa State Party Publicity Secretary Nkeruwemeyong Ekere. This is based on the preliminary report submitted by the party agents and by the national officers assigned to supervise to the exercise. According to the report, the party is appreciative of efforts by the acting chairman, Nta Calabar, in reviving the party in Akwa State for desired change and to provide good governance to the people of the state in 2023. You are still watching Nta Calabar News at 7. You can watch this newscast on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/NTA Calabar. We'll take a break for now and more news when we return. Stay with us.
As news breaks from the north, south, east, and west of Nigeria, we bring it to you. News from the length and breadth of Cross River State is sent to you via this channel.
With movers and shakers in various spheres of influence talking to us, we carve a niche and showcase our experience in broadcasting. Because it's NTA Calabar before others.
You can't get this anywhere else. It's only here on NTA Calabar News, showing at this times 3 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and 7 p.m. every day. NTA Calabar News. Our experience counts.
Welcome back and thanks for being there. Cross River State Governor Ben Ayade has committed himself to the service of God and humanity all the rest of his life. The governor stated this after his exemplification, commissioning and investiture as knight into the Noble Order of St. John International of the Catholic Church, St. Patrick Parish, Nta Calabar. Paul Edel completes the report.
Governor Ben Ayade with 15 others who were invested as knights alongside his wife, Dr. Linda Ayade, and 14 others as ladies, promised to ensure fairness and goodness to all as political head of the state.
That this investiture is a signing to commit and rededicate my life to the service of God and humanity. It's not about Christianity, it's not about Islam, it's not about religion, it's about the commitment to God. So I'm today a warrior of the Lord to fight and defend justice and defend humanitarian efforts in this world to bring value to mankind and to ensure that all my talent, my funds, my time, my skill is all committed to the service of God.
He needs a lot of spiritual support in form of prayers and whatever else that is needed from me as a lady now. I am here to give it.
Parish priest Reverend Father Francis Adeyemi, who spoke on the topic Thanksgiving, admonished the knights and congregation to live a life of gratitude.
My brothers and sisters, the secretary is not your permanent place of residence now. Is it not enough to thank God? You are lucky to be counted among the living. I am lucky to be counted among the living. If you don't thank God for anything, thank God for the gift of life.
The ceremony was concluded with a parade by the commissioned knights and ladies. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
With the successes recorded in the agro-industrial policy of the Governor Ben Ayade administration, business opportunities are being opened up not only to foreign investors, but also to local investors and entrepreneurs to boost the state as well as nation's economy. With this in place, the Cross River State government is sensitizing residents and the business community on taking advantage of the vast opportunities that abound in the state. Paul Ebel again reports.
Receiving the mandate from Governor Ben Ayade and immediately springing into action, Ministries of Commerce, Agriculture, and other departments, agencies, and stakeholders are brainstorming on making available additional business network connections, collaborations, and partnerships, funding opportunities while keying into the state industrial opportunities for dual economic benefits. Women and youths are also tasked to leverage on government prosperity agenda of business opportunities to create wealth for themselves. This government has done by creating the enabling environment and putting processes in place to assist MSMEs to support the success of the industrialization in the state.
In other processing factories, we need to complement what the state government is doing. The future of our economy lies in entrepreneurship. The future of the growth of our wealth lies in small and medium-scale industries. And that is why even international funders, they target micro, small, and medium-scale enterprises.
Cross River State has become a model in terms of agro-industrial revolution because of the existing brownfields, the industries the government have set up that have put on ground. That have even caused other states in the country to take Cross River State as a model, where other states are even coming to Cross River State to kind of for an understudy of Professor Ben Ayade agro-industrial policy. So for the youth and women in Cross River State, the business environment, I want to appeal to you that the governor have set the foundation.
It was further affirmed that the state government will remain committed to building businesses from initial ideas to commercial success. In Calabar, Paul Abel, NTA News.
Akwa Ibom State government has inaugurated the Committee for Bilateral Discussions for 2022 Capital Estimates. Calvin Samuel reports that the committee chaired by the Commissioner for Economic Development and Ibom Seaport, Akano Kun, is to ensure that ministries and agencies of government are aligning their programs with budget objectives.
Inaugurating the Committee on Bilateral Discussions on 2022 Capital Estimates for Akwa Ibom State, the Commissioner for Economic Development and Ibom Deep Sea Port, Akano Kon, who is also the committee's chairman, said the objective of the committee is to come up with capital budgets that will be based on the economic realities on ground, help stimulate state's economy, and create employment opportunities for the citizens through industrialization and agriculture, while promoting small and medium-sized enterprises across the state.
It was important for us to have a budget that is realistic. And I believe if we do a trend of what has been happening in 5 years, it will help us to arrive at a figure that is close to something that is implementable. Here we took a decision to do a proper classification of our activities and what makes up a capital expenditure and a recurrent expenditure. We have to continue in that same manner this year.
We shall set timelines and we should also try to work to ensure that we meet the timelines of all that we have to do, because the World Bank program, Sisters program is ongoing. 2022, I think that's the base case where we also try as much as possible to meet the requirements and the utility criteria also in all aspects for the will, some good money that will complement aspects and enhance the also back on developmental.
Ministries, departments, and agencies of government are expected to strictly adhere to the committee's resolutions, which is to address the systematic weakness and the missing link in the public financial management.
I inaugurate it in the name of God the Father, Amen. Of God the Son, Amen. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
In Uyo, Kevin Samuel, NTA News.
Nigeria has recorded 407 new cases of COVID-19. Lagos topped with highest number of 160, followed by Akwa Ibom State with 75 cases, Ondo 51, Abia State 83, Oyo 29, Kaduna 18, Katsina 7, Gombe and Ogun States had 6 cases each, while Ekiti State recorded 5 cases. Others include Delta, FCT, which recorded 4 cases each. Ebonyi State had 3 cases. Edo and Niger States had 2 cases each, while Bayelsa and Nasarawa States recorded 1 case each, making a total of 174,315 confirmed cases so far. To reduce the increasing rate of maternal mortality in a contemporary society, the importance of assessing antenatal care, good nutrition, and hygiene for a pregnant woman has been re-emphasized. Obstetrics, gynecologists, and other experts brought this to fore at the Master Pregnant Care Outreach of the Family Life Empowerment and Youth Reorientation Path Initiative, an NGO wife of the Akwa Ibom State Governor, Mata Udom Emmanuel. Informer Ike Oje has details of that report.
With Nigeria currently accounting for about 20% of global maternal deaths, according to World Health Organization records, Master Pregnant Care Outreach has intensified efforts to create awareness on safe and improved attitude towards reproductive health and pregnancy care, with the goal of reducing maternal death and infant morbidity, particularly in Akwa Ibom State.
Because some people have not registered in antenatal, so they don't have opportunity to actually hear all this. But through these lectures, we are able to be educated on different matters.
Currently, about 2,000 expectant mothers drawn from the 31 local government areas of the state are direct beneficiaries of this project, birthed by wife of Akwa Ibom State Governor, Martha Udom Emmanuel.
What really prompted me to start this program was that pregnant women were not going to hospital. They look at the number of you that have gone to hospital, registered in the hospital. That means this program is impacting.
The latest edition of the outreach addressed myths associated with cesarean section, the place of good hygiene and nutrition, as well as proper antenatal care for improved reproductive health.
Instead
a planned program for the health education and management of pregnant women with the aim of making pregnancy and delivery safe.
It has come to be known that cesarean section is safe and effective, and sometimes maybe the only way through which a woman can deliver normally.
That food you are eating is going to nurture the baby inside of you.
Every pregnant participant was given Mater Pregnant Care Pack containing relevant delivery materials and baby accessories. In Uyo, Ifoma Ihoji, NTN.
And now let's join our sport desk for an update.
The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Godswill Akpabio, congratulates Akwa United Football Club for emerging champions of the 2020-2021 Nigeria Professional Football League and the good people of Akwa Ibom State. The minister described the victory as good omen, which signposts the strides the youths are recording in sport development. Kwara State are still relishing their victory at the Maiden Youth Sport Federation of Nigeria National President Under-17 Football Championship. In the final decided at the Ilorin Township Stadium, Kwara defeated Ondo 2-0, while Cross River State pipped Ekiti State 1-0 to win bronze in the week-long tournament. The Youth Sport Federation of Nigeria Under-17 tournament is aimed at discovering talents at the grassroots. Now to wrestling. Nigeria is guaranteed a medal spot at the Tokyo Olympics after blessing Oboro Dudu qualify for the final of the 68 kg class of wrestling events. The Commonwealth and 10-time African champion made history as the first Nigerian to reach the final of a wrestling event after outscoring her Mongolian opponent 7-2 in the semi-finals. Oboro Dudu is up against America top seed Tamira Stock-Mensah on Tuesday. And away from that, Nigeria's senior women's basketball team, the Tigresses, on Monday failed to lift their game and subsequently succumbed 102-83 to their Japanese counterparts in the basketball event of the ongoing Tokyo Olympics. The Tigresses lost to Japan, made it 3 losses from 3 games they played in Group B of the women's competition's group stage, having lost earlier to US and France. Meanwhile, 6 African countries are on the medal table. They include South Africa, Tunisia, Ethiopia, Uganda, Egypt, and Ivory Coast. Clement Olorutoba, NT News.
The sports update wraps up our package for this evening. But before we go, a recap of the major stories. Governor Ben Ayade has relaxed curfew in the state following the review of security situation in Cross River State. Restriction of movement is now between the hours of 12 midnight and 6 a.m. The Secretary to Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, has inaugurated Governing Board for Federal Ministries and urged public officers holders to imbibe core value of equity. It was also in the news that some service commanders in the state have visited the Ayade Industrial Park and promised to improve security surveillance around the area. That is a package for this evening. Thanks for watching and have a lovely evening. Good night.